Is it me or is Elon Musk's son bad? Somebody need to grab that little boy. All right, quick question. Do you remember what happened January 6th of last year? So, he gave you all stimulus checks a few years ago, and now he brought back TikTok. Is this making America great again? So you gonna tell me Nelly, Snoop Dogg, and your homeboy Soldier Boy performed at the inaugural crypto ball, right? Why y'all mad? Okay, let's talk about it, Jeffy. I am. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're gonna talk about your president. Since I know, since one nobody talk about it, I'll talk about it. This inaugurational crypto ball, it was an embarrassment to people of color. I'm just gonna say it. Let's go ahead and have a conversation, man. I had all these notes, but we're not gonna do the notes. We just gonna talk freely, right? I'm embarrassed behind the people that perform there. Snoop, come on, man. You can do a whole lot better, you know what I mean? And I understand they're millionaires and they're in a different part of their life where they feel like, they have different options. But the president, oh wow, it hurts saying that, you know what I mean? So we call him Felix the Cat. How about that? Felix the Cat, he's in office. Okay, okay. He won fair and square, right? We'll say he won. You know that's cap, right? I'm lying. I don't feel that way. Contrary to what we believe, he's in office right now. He's the commander in chief. And I poke fun at the things that happen, especially, I think some things I need to be talked about, like the Colin Kaepernick kneel. Living out here in the country, I realized that a lot of people were misinformed when I had this conversation with people and didn't understand why he was kneeling. All right, I'm not gonna bash your head with all this knowledge and stuff like that. Let's just get to it. He won. Cool. That's fine, right? So the next 4 years, we're gonna revisit this situation with different conversations. This man brought back TikTok, and there was really people having real life parties over TikTok. Can you believe this? We're mad because certain apps were down. It shows us how Americans how we depend on certain things, especially apps and electronics. And my brown brothers of all color. Okay, let's get past the racism thing, right? This man is not a good fella, right? People of color voted for him, especially my Latino brothers, and he wants to, deport you. Well, I'm gonna say you all, but your grandparents or maybe your cousins that came over here. Yes, I understand all that, but yet and still, how things are going and the way people are treated, it's an argument. It's things to really sit down and discuss. Okay, but as a person of color, I see a lot of wrong in it. And since everybody's trying to make America great, how do you make America great? Look at the type of people we have here. Okay, deportation, and people act like they forget about the June 6th. Now is a very pivotal time in our history, and people act like they forget it. They act like this. They forget like this man is a felon. He's an okay businessman, but if I had enough money to do what I needed, you're gonna take losses. You're gonna win some. But this is one thing that I do not understand. A lot of brothers, especially young brothers around here, I'm talking from my aspect of just conversations I've had. There's a consensus that they made more money while Trump was in office. And when we had these deep conversations, having a job during COVID, if you had a job, you had a job. Go to work. But they based it off these stimulus checks. And what really gets me, when you have certain properties and certain rentals, or you rent a home or you leasing a home, not being able to pay your mortgage and getting help and assistance from the government. That, yes, that puts money in your pocket, but you have to pay it back. You know what I mean? In some way or some form. And just like selling your butt. Okay, let's get back on topic. And I kind of see things like that because certain things just don't add up. Nelly, Snoop, and he had Soldier Boy at the crypto bar. Who listened to Soldier Boy? That tells you where their mind is already, right? But the other thing, and lastly, that really bothers me, I hear a lot of people of color. Okay, listen, I hear a lot of people, period, that say Felix the Cat's bringing back, you know, make America great again, and he's bringing back masculinity. He's showing what a man looks like. Wow. And I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. Not at all. Not at all. But if that's what you see, all right, let's take this journey over the next 4 years, and we're really gonna get into it and see, right? Like I said, I'm not gonna keep you long, because this is actually a celebration. One thing that I hear, if you put your children's father, or yeah, your children's father on child support, that you cannot file taxes, right? Wow. Wow. Hey, so you know what? We're gonna have some McAllen, 18 year. I'm gonna have me a lollipop, and we're gonna have a party. If your man can do that, I'm still not gonna like him. No, I'm not gonna like him. I give him a nod or something, but let us fathers breathe out here, and we'll see how the next 4 years go. If you're not gonna be about it, then we're gonna talk about it. Hey man, like and subscribe. Jeffy I am. We'll talk in a minute.